The final few weeks of 2021 saw bumper Boxing Day sales for the Australian retail sector after a year full of COVID lockdowns and doors remaining shut. Joining me is retail expert Paul Wigger. How are you, Paul?
Tim, how you going?
Very good, thank you. Happy New Year to you. How has the Australian retail sector fared in 2021 with your lens looking backwards?
Well, being in the online space, we focus on the online sector. It's burgeoned in 2021. Obviously, COVID has seen a lot of the retailers need to go to the online space to compete, and it's really thrived if they've done it right this year.
Well, where you are in Western Australia, online has been so important because it's almost isolated from every single part of the world, including its own country.
That's true. We're very lucky over here that we haven't had as many lockdowns, especially in 2021, as the eastern states. However, we have had periods, particularly in 2020, where we've had to lock down. And during that time, the online sector has really grown. And being the fact that we're in WA, if we're in the online space, we're still really open to all of the countries / the rest of the world. And so being in that space has been really great and fortunate, to be honest, because it has grown so much because of lockdowns and derived from COVID.
Has been amazing, hasn't it, when you look right around the country, the retail figures. I was listening to a radio interview yesterday, like more broadly about the economy, but inside that was the retail. And like to expect what we got has blown a lot of minds.
Yes, the numbers were huge. So obviously we didn't see COVID coming, and the online space grows usually around between that 4 to 6% on an annual basis. And we saw statistics of 15% in some sectors, 20% in some sectors. At fat burners only in the health space, we saw a growth of 15% from 2019 into 2020, and then another 5% growth on top of that already massive growth from 2020 in 2021, especially in the health and wellness space as people are more and more concerned about their health in the going years because of what's happening out there, as well as other sectors like outdoor camping and adventure going crazy. So there's been some big winners in retail because of what's happened in the sector, and it hasn't slowed anything down. You know, the Australian economy is still growing massively at the same time, not just necessarily online, but in the general retail space as well. The ride industries are really thriving.
Now, you've got it emblazoned on your shirt, of course, the CEO of Fat Burners, and it is New Year's Day, so a lot of people are thinking that. Tell us a bit more about the business.
Fat Burners Only is an online supplement store. So we obviously focus on fat burners, but we've got all supplements from muscle recovery protein powders to vitamins that people are taking to boost their immune health, etc. But you're right, this time of year, it goes absolutely crazy. The middle of summertime and coming out of the silly season, everybody has those New Year's resolutions. They really dial down on their health and start the new year off with a bang. So we're going to come back after the break, the long weekend, and be smashed with orders, which is a fantastic problem to have. We have it every year, and this year will be the biggest one yet. But you also mentioned Boxing Day sales as well at the start. We found that this Boxing Day just gone was the biggest day we've ever had. So at Fat Burners Only. So like we were saying, the retail sector, especially online, it's not slowing down. It's growing, and it's growing fast. And to have your biggest day ever over a 10-year period in the space, it's always fantastic.
Yeah, well, it all goes well for a huge 2022. Thanks so much for coming on the show. And I know it's very early in the morning there, so I really appreciate it on New Year's Day.
It is, yeah. No worries. My pleasure. And have a great 2022. And I look forward to speaking to you soon. Thanks, Tim.
Absolutely. Look forward to it.